These are the basic ingredients for the Asian Sizzle Platter dish. Highly healthy and wonderful and tasty. But primarily you just rinse it with cold water, shake it out, and then put it in a colander in your dish rack and just let it drip so that the water removes from the leaves. So I'm just showing a little bit of dicing that can be done. My father used to teach me. You kind of take the knife and just do small increments. And this is a scallion from the garden, and then you just pull it apart, you know, when you want to cook with it, when you make this Asian sizzle dish. That's just a little excerpt of dicing and slicing. And here's your garlic, and you can take it and slice it into thin pieces. And there you go. And that's going to go into the pan when I'm sizzling. This is some mint from the garden. You can throw it in full, or you can cut it into quarters if you want. Brings out the flavor. Awesome. The stove for the Asian sizzle dish that I'm making, we have some sliced sirloin tip, and there's some sliced chicken breast that I'm going to be making, and I have my spices, my salt, my mint, and the pan. And you can start to put a little bit of, I just applied some butter in there, a couple of pats or 2 tablespoons, for a little bit of olive oil. You let it heat up, and what I like to do is put the spices into the oil or the butter, because as they're cooking, the flavor becomes more pronounced, and that also goes into your meat or whatever you're making, you know, the main body of whatever item that you're using for a recipe. And this is the mint, and you can grow mint or buy it. It's wonderful flavor, and it's good for the stomach, good for digestion. Yes. And again, this is the short foodie. That's me, because I'm short. And next I'm going to be putting in all the diced up scallions, some mint, some garlic into the pan, and we're going to let it start to heat up. Before I put the meat in, I want that flavor to become noticed in the food. How do you like that kind of wording? You want it noticed in your main part of your dish. So now everything's starting to heat up a bit. All the scallions, mint, garlic, all diced up, all fresh. Some are from my garden and some are bought from the store. If you're lucky enough to have a garden, well, that's wonderful. If not, then you go to your market and they have organic foods, which are excellent and are just as good. Put a little more olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, first cold press. That's what I use. That's the best. And so everything's starting to solidify just a little bit. If you noticed, I did leave my garlic press here so you can see that when you take your garlic and you press it through there, you know, it exudes all the wonderful flavor rather than bottled garlic. You know, I find that this is more flavorful. So everything's starting to sizzle. That's why they call it Asian sizzle. It's all sizzling, the olive oil and all the other items. I won't repeat them again. I will give you the recipe at the end of the show. And now I'm going to be placing, hold on a minute, the meat. It's always good to use tongs, you know, rather than your fingers. And you spread it around. If you can see what I'm doing here, you spread it all around. And here we are. This is the finale for the Asian Sizzle Platter. We have the medley of carrots that are steamed, the purple, yellow, and orange kind. And on this Sizzle Platter, you take a lemon and you drizzle some lemon juice over it. There's also a few beans in there from the garden or whatever you have extra in your refrigerator. A nice fresh bed of lettuce, and the sizzled sirloin tip is on the top of the bed of lettuce, and also the grilled chicken.